This is the story of Joseph Henry Gilmore and how he was surprised by his own hymn. Long ago, in 1834, Boston was a busy and growing city. Horses pulled carriages down the streets, shopkeepers welcomed customers, and ships came and went from the harbor. In the middle of all this activity, a baby boy named Joseph Henry Gilmore was born. One day, God would use Joseph to write a hymn that Christians still sing today. As Joseph grew, his family moved to Concord, New Hampshire. His father was an important man who worked in business and later became the governor. Some people may have thought Joseph would grow up to be a politician too. But Joseph loved something even more. He loved learning about God and studying the Bible. So it's no surprise that Joseph grew up to become a preacher. Years later, during the difficult days of the Civil War, Joseph was invited to preach at a church in Philadelphia. That evening, he preached about Psalm 23, where King David, who used to be a shepherd himself, wrote, "The Lord is my shepherd." After church, several people gathered at a friend's house to keep talking about the Bible. They talked about all the ways God guides and cares for his people. Joseph quietly picked up a piece of paper and began writing down words that came to his mind. "He leadeth me, oh blessed thought." Joseph wasn't trying to write a famous hymn. He was just expressing his heart's joy at the thought of God's own hand leading him in his daily life. In fact, when he left the house that evening, he left the paper behind. But his wife found the poem and sent it to be printed in a newspaper. Later, a musician named William Bradbury wrote music for the words. Before long, churches everywhere were singing, "He leadeth me, he leadeth me." Then one day, Joseph opened a church hymnal and got a big surprise. There was his hymn. The simple words he had written during an ordinary evening with friends were now helping people everywhere trust God's leading. And today, the hymn, "He Leadeth Me," still reminds us of this blessed thought. Wherever we go, whatever we do, God wants to hold our hand and guide us where it is always good for us to be. The Lord is our shepherd. Thanks for watching this hymn story. Check the pinned comment for a free hymn study with over 30 pages of family-friendly resources and activities. And if your kids enjoyed this story, there are also matching coloring pages.